on this note of courage, I would actually like to invite Irene to come on. If you'd like to unmute yourself, Irene. I invited Irene to come on and to share a little bit today about the crystal clear 3-month business vision and goals session that I am offering to all of these participants at a generous $100 off through tomorrow. It's a very powerful 1-hour coaching session where you come in, you don't even have to prepare anything ahead of time. You just come in and I will guide you in a powerful experience of getting clear about what is most important for you and your business, and then identifying really concrete goals, really doable goals, goals that are kind to you and also inspiring that you can focus on for 3 months. And it's a very, very powerful way to get clear, motivated, and focused for the next 3 months of your business. So Irene had posted in the chat yesterday that she'd had a really good experience with hers that she did recently. So I invited her to come on and to share a little bit about her experience. So Irene, thank you very much for your courage to come on and to share today.
Well, thank you, Andrea. And I do want to say thank you to you, Eden and Angela, for today, because I think it was posted in the chat how important it is to have community and to know that you're not alone. And as a career transition specialist, one of the first things I encourage my clients to do is focus and direction. And without focus and direction, you can feel like you are doing the I can't even think of the name of that swimming, but you're just treading water. And the benefit of the crystal clear vision goal session for me was that it put everything that I was thinking on paper in partnership with you, which made it real. Because I think we all have great imaginations that include the fear and the opposite of fear, which I know is love. But it also means that sometimes what it's bringing everything to something that is achievable, and with a game plan in mind. And I've referred to the notes, and you also sent a replay of the session to me. So it just, it just keeps me aligned to what my goals are and gives me the steps to do in order to achieve them. And the reality is, none of them are hard. It's just we make it hard. And I think sometimes we get stuck. And because we are, we tend to be a much more isolated individual in the work world today. We used to go out to business women's groups or business groups and do networking. And even though that was really difficult, you were out amongst people who were sharing what you were going through. And now it's we're doing that over the internet, which does have its benefits. But you're a very supportive, comfortable person to be with. And it just made me feel that, hey, I can do this.
Awesome. Was it difficult for you to choose to sign up for it?
Well, I don't know if anyone has read this book, but I found it very helpful. I also did the course, and it's called Positive Intelligent by Shirzad Shermaine. And he talks about, what we deal with all the time. We have that one side of us that's the saboteur. Oh, you're too old. You're not experienced enough. You're too experienced. You're too young. You're whatever. And then you've got the sage part. And it's really hard for us to get to the sage part because our whole lives have been this constant communication about not being good enough, smart enough, even in my earlier career, it was all about not what your strengths are, but what your weaknesses are, so we can improve. So it's a different way of thinking. It's looking at being mindful, respecting and appreciating your strengths and who you are. And so um, it it wasn't hard because I just did it. I didn't think about doing it, but I also felt I heard all those voices that kept saying to me, really, you've got other things you can do. Don't waste their time. Who do you think you are, really? Which I'm sure all of us have felt. And but I also knew, because I went back to my crystal clear um, vision and goals session, and it reminded me that really I can do it, and I do have valuable strengths, and I think the world needs us, especially at this point in its evolution.
It is so true. And that's exactly why I'm so passionate about supporting um, people who are spiritual entrepreneurs, because there's never been a time when this world needs you more. And for you to
Mm.
be able to have clarity and focus for being able to bring your gifts to the people that are needing them, there's just nothing more meaningful that I could be investing my heart in. So, Irene, thank you so much.
Oh,
Um,
you're welcome. I'm thanking you and the community. It's really wonderful to be here. And the last thing I really want to say is that, you know, I come from a corporate world where all of this would be so woo woo, even though I know we don't think that way because we've been involved in it perhaps for a while, but that also, I had to get over that. Because people have been asking me, so because they've seen it on LinkedIn or on Facebook, and that I'm part of this group, and they just, they're kind of like, what's going on, what's the spiritual thing all about? Or anyway, so it that was one of the hurdles I really had to overcome, is the activating your spiritual business. So I think I've overcome that.